There are many Pokemon Centers stores across Japan, and when one of them opens for the first time or reopens after a renewal, a limited Pokemon card is usually given out in very small supply numbers to the very first time visitors. I am Kiwi in Japan, and in this video I will show you some of the cards I have collected. First up is the Manzai Gokko Pikachu, or Pretend Manzai Comedy Duo Pikachu, and I love this card because I actually live in Osaka where it came from. This card was given for free in the Pokemon Center Osaka DX store when it first opened in October of 2019. This store is in Shinsaibashi and has statues of Zapdos, Moltres, and Articuno. The Pikachus in this card resemble a Manzai comedy duo, which is a traditional style of stand-up comedy which is very famous in Japanese culture. Manzai usually features one of the duo being a straight man and the other being a goofball, and the two bantering back and forth very quickly. I live in Osaka, these are Osaka comedian Pikachus, what's not to love? In fact, when the store first opened there were two giant mascots of the Pikachu shown on this card at the Shinsaibashi Osaka DX store. Truth be told, the first time I went to the store was in January of this year, 2025, despite having lived here for over 5 years at that point. The statues of the three legendary birds were really cool though, and I took photos with all of them. The two attacks on the card are New Open, which is meant to be for the Pokemon Center opening, and Fickle Attack, which is meant to be like a joke. Flip a coin, if tails, no damage. For my card personally, it has a slight bit of damage, so I was able to get it very cheap. Normally this card and all of the others featured in this video are fairly expensive. My next card is the Kanazawa's Pikachu, which was free to customers at the Kanazawa Pokemon Center when they visited and made a purchase in November of 2020. Kanazawa is famous for Kaga Yuzen dyed kimonos, which have very vibrant and nature-inspired colors and designs. There is another card which is very similar to this one, but it is missing the Pokemon Center logo in the corner. This slightly different version came from the Kanazawa Open Commemoration Special Box, which came with some booster packs and some other accessories, and it was also available for purchase online. I have a few videos of me going back to Kanazawa in 2023, however I didn't visit the Pokemon Center during that trip. The two attacks featured on this card are once again New Open for the Pokemon Center Kanazawa shop opening for the first time, and Pokemon Stroll, which may be a reference to how Kanazawa has an amazing old-style shopping street, and strolling along it and shopping is a popular tourist activity. Again, my card is damaged and has a bend in one of the corners, which is why I even own it at all, because I could get it for a fair price. My next card is the Okuge-sama and Maiko-han Pikachu, and was from the Pokemon Center Kyoto's opening in March 2016. If you bought 5 Pokemon card booster packs, you got this card for free with your purchase. When the Kyoto Pokemon Center first opened, there were lots of merch for sale featuring these two Pikachus. Okuge-san is a respectful title for a lord or aristocrat during the historical period in which Kyoto was the capital of Japan. A Maiko is an apprentice geisha, which is an upper-class entertainer. Like the Osaka Manzai Pikachu, this card is another one which is special to me, because Kyoto is very close to Osaka and located within Kansai where I live. I visited this Pokemon Center at the start of 2025 this year, and I made a tour guide video seeing what they had for sale. I should also mention that the Kyoto Pokemon Center closed down in its original location and opened with a renewal in the center of Kyoto in 2019, which is 3 years after the first grand opening. When the renewal happened, another card was released called Ochakai Gokko Pikachu, or Pretend Tea Party Pikachu. This card I don't have, however, and right now at the Pokemon Center they sell a lot of merch of these tea Pikachus. The original Okuge-sama and Maiko-han Pikachu goods are now no longer there. For the Okuge-sama and Maiko-han Pikachu card, the moves are Okoshiyasu, which means welcome in a Kyoto dialect, and also double voltage, which is kind of a normal move, but it just might be there because there are 2 Pikachus featured on the card. Now, although this card of mine is much older than the other ones I've shown so far, I don't believe it has any significant damages. It might have a few white spots around the edges, but otherwise no full-on bends or scratches like the other 2 I've shown. This card was quite a bit more expensive than those other 2 as well, however. But I was able to get it with a lot of other really nice cards bundled together, and they were all roughly from the same 2016 era of Pokemon included with it. This is Shibuya's Pikachu, which was from the opening of the Shibuya Pokemon Center in central Tokyo in 2019. He's got some cool street fashion in this card, and his attacks are New Open once again for the opening of a store, and Kaminari, which is a very cool Japanese way of saying thunderstorm. In this card, Pikachu is meant to be like a really cool dude. Kaminari! We've seen a lot of different Pikachu cards in this video, so let's take a break with a different Japanese limited card. This is the Team Rocket's Boss collaborating with Boss Coffee, which is a popular brand in Japan. Early in 2025, when you bought 2 bottles of condensed coffee syrup, this card was packaged together with them. I love Boss Coffee, and I love Giovanni chilling out with a cup of coffee in this card. Everything about this card other than the artwork and the Boss logo are identical to the Team Rocket's Boss card, which was featured from the Glory to Team Rocket set released this year. Now, I bet you're wondering, what is Kiwi's most prized card from Japanese Pokemon centers? Well, we're almost there, but before that, I want to talk about a few other cards which are exclusive to Japan. This Pikachu and Raichu card look pretty ordinary, but actually they were never released in English, even though digital English versions of their design exist online. During the black and white era of Pokemon cards in 2012, many stores across Japan offered a Pokemon TCG deck building workshop event. If you went to an event and built a deck, you were given the Pikachu card for free. If you went to the event a second time and built a deck including the Pikachu card in your deck, you were given a Raichu card. In English, these cards were planned to be released as blisters, you know, the ones that you see on the outside of a box set, but there was a change in products and they were never released. Raichu is one of my favourite Pokemon, so I bought this card first, and later I decided to get the Pikachu too to complete the set. I love them running through the flowers in this artwork, and the Pokemon Classroom logo in the corner is pretty cool too. Next is Friends from Alola. In Japan, this card is ridiculously expensive. What the heck? It was included in the Master Battle set in August 2019, and one of the final products of the Sun and Moon era. I love the cast of characters from Sun and Moon, and I discovered this card was printed in simplified Chinese in a different box set, so I was able to buy a PSA 9 version of this card pretty cheap. The case has a scratch across the front of it, so I was able to get it really cheap, even more cheaper than it should have been. I'm sure the card inside is still exactly the same with a PSA 9 grading, despite the case's appearance. Honourable mention to the McDonald's collaboration Pikachu from August this year. When you bought a Happy Meal on August 9th or 10th, you received a pack with this card inside, along with another Pokemon with a McDonald's logo in the corner. Scalpers went wild in Japan buying up Happy Meals, and there were many stories of food waste across Japan. The collaboration ended prematurely. They cancelled it. They were supposed to go on for one more day. And also a future One Piece card game Happy Meal collaboration was cancelled because of this fiasco. Finally, my most prized Japanese Pokemon Center card is this, Red's Pikachu. Now, this card is not to be mistaken with the character rare Pikachu, Pikachu V or VMAX Pikachu. All of these feature red on them. No, this card is literally called Redo no Pikachu, or Red's Pikachu in English. This card was to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Pokemon in 2018, and when you bought 5 booster packs at any Pokemon Center in Japan, you got this card for free with your purchase. This artwork was illustrated by Ken Sugimori, the main artist and original character designer of Pokemon. This Pikachu knows Volt Tackle, the signature move of Pichu, Pikachu and Raichu, which in the games can only be learnt through special events. My card is not particularly damaged, and I got it for an incredibly low price at the start of 2025. It has quintupled in value in the past 9 months, and I don't know why. Given its unique rarity, I can only assume its value will continue to skyrocket. I'm very happy that I have this card. I love Red, and I love the trainer characters across the Pokemon series. Before I end this video, there's a few other cards I must mention which I do not own. There's a Taipei Pikachu Center limited card in Chinese with a hip-looking Pikachu. This is from the Taiwan Pokemon Center in Taipei. 4 Yokohama Pikachus, in which Pikachu is wearing a sailor's outfit, as Yokohama is famously an important port city for Tokyo. There's also a ton of cards where Pikachu is dressed up as various team leaders from across the series. Recently, box sets of Tohoku, which is north of Tokyo, Hiroshima, and Fukuoka Pokemon Centers being renewed went on sale earlier this year, and I entered a lottery to be able to buy all 3. I wanted the Fukuoka one the most, and this is the lottery that I actually won. So in late September, I will be receiving this box set with a limited Pikachu card. Woohoo! And that was my collection of Pokemon Center Japan Limited cards. Thank you for watching. Please check out my other videos for more Pokemon card in Japan content. See you next time.